Are you thinking about conceiving and adding a newborn baby into your family? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you what you need to know on planning to have a baby. Coming up. Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Josephine and I'm a registered nurse. And here on this channel, we talk about the journey to pregnancy for new moms, motherhood, and inspiration. If you are new, consider subscribing to my channel if any of those interest you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Let's get into the content for today. So today is part 1 of 5 of our conceiving series that we will be doing for the next couple of weeks. So let's get into it. It's always good practice to be open and clear with your OB-GYN about when you want to conceive because they can recommend prenatal vitamins that you can take and specifically recommend prenatal vitamins that have folic acid in it to prevent spina bifida in your baby. Okay, first thing you have to understand when you're conceiving or trying to conceive a baby is understanding when your menstrual cycle is and how long your menstrual cycle is. You have to understand your menstrual cycle and ovulation. So your day 1 will be when you first start bleeding, and the last day will be the day right before your next period. Usually normal cycle lengths are anywhere between 21 to 35 days. Things to note is that your menstrual cycle has 3 phases. Number 1 is the follicular phase, which is your first day of your cycle or the first day of your period. Second is the ovulation phase. This is when the egg is released from the ovary and it starts to move down the fallopian tubes. And knowing when you ovulate is really important because the best chance that you can conceive is to have sex 3 days before you ovulate. Because you want to know why? Sperm can live in the women's reproductive canal for anywhere between 3 to 5 days. So once the egg is released from the ovary and it starts to travel down the fallopian tube, you could potentially have sperm waiting in the fallopian tube to fertilize the egg. And on the other side, women's eggs only tend to live 12 to 24 hours. What? So that is a short amount of time for sperm and the egg to meet and get fertilized. Okay, the third phase in your menstrual cycle is the luteal phase. Here at the luteal phase, this is where your body starts to recognize if the egg is fertilized or if it's not fertilized. If it is fertilized, what the egg will do is it will implant and embed itself in the uterine lining. Or if it's not fertilized, then it'll get your body ready to have its menstrual period or, bleeding again. So you ask, Josephine, why do I need to know all that stuff? Like, I'm not in nursing school, I'm not in medical school. This kind of seems a little bit too much for me. You need to know this stuff because there's only a certain amount of window or a certain amount of time where you can potentially get pregnant. And that is during ovulation, which is also known as the fertile window. So I put out that word, fertile window. It's a big word, but pretty much what it means is 5 days leading up to your ovulation. And the last day of your fertile window is ovulation. So the fertile window is 5 days before ovulation and ends when you ovulate. And definitely tune back in for next week's video, which we will be talking about how to track your ovulation and your fertile window. If you liked this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you aren't already. If you have any comments or questions you'd like to leave me, definitely put them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them for you. Remember guys, I always say here, it's always a great day to grow. Grow in life, grow your baby, grow emotionally, and grow spiritually. Love you guys. I will see you later. Bye.